Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna be using Gemstone on every team. As some stupid challenge, I am required to have Gemstone on every single one of my teams, even when it's not necessary and something is better in place of it. Why? I don't know. Maybe it will be amusing for you guys to watch my suffering. A lot of this goes wrong. Some of it is my fault. Some of it is just Gemstone doesn't work very well on certain characters. And some of it is, why is the RNG in this game so bad? Alright, so first up we got Scorpion plus Raiden plus, what's her name? Classic Wonder Woman, I think. Gemstone on Scorpion, he's a pretty good Gemstone user. Raiden, I think, has got Twin Blade for passive stats and damage against target synergy. Classic Wonder Woman is here for the extra crit damage. I just really hate Nightwing, Damian, specifically. From what I know about him, he's quite annoying, but I think they're changing that in modern comics. I'm not that familiar, but, you know, I think someone in my comments said that Damian wanted to be a doctor, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. But, yeah, in this game, he's very annoying. I don't know what it is about it. I think he's very block spammy. I'm sorry if I sound tired. I am kind of tired. It is 11:30 afternoon. It is raining outside. I have class at 1:10. So I'm trying to get this video done, and then I'm trying to go take a shower and get ready for class. And my weekend was Friday, I basically just procrastinated until I did one assignment at the very end. Saturday, I did absolutely nothing because I was going to hang out with my friends that day, and it's been like a month since I've actually gotten to hang out with my college buddies. But that's because we're all busy and we're all doing different things and everyone's on a different schedule. So I actually got to hang out with them, and so we had dinner and we watched a movie. I will tell you what movie we watched in a bit. I just got to finish the rest of the recap. Then on Sunday, I procrastinated again, but I did all of my assignments. There is one that doesn't have a due date assigned to it. Yeah, it's like next week. But I am going to do that later today after I'm done with my classes. And this video should be going up around like 3 p.m. Eastern. I try to do 12 because I think that's the best time for people, but sometimes I just don't have the motivation to wake up in the morning to do it and get it ready for 12 noon. And I don't have the motivation to do something the day before sometimes. So it's always like midday or evening or noon. But those are generally my 3 upload times. So, yeah, but the movie we watched was 2023 The Flash from the DCEU. And that movie is atrocious. The CGI is so bad. They CGI dead actors. And Ezra Miller is the star of the movie, so enough said, and also the running animation is so goofy. It was a terrible movie. It's bad, but it was a very enjoyable experience with my friends, because we were just laughing at how bad and nonsensical it was. 10 out of 10 experience. Would hang out again. So anyway, we got Orm, who is a Gemstone user. Usually I would use Classic Flash instead of Girl of Steel, but I was like, I want to save Classic Flash for something else. I think Orm with Gemstone can probably pull it off. And spoiler, he doesn't, because Classic Wonder Woman, all the Wonder Woman characters kind of have a really annoying AI. So there are certain things where I have to waste a bunch of time. Also, yep, I'm a little bit low on the combo. Anticipating the super move there, so I tag in Grodd. And, yeah. So now I'm up to 4 Gemstone stacks. I tag in Girl of Steel, get the second special off. And so I think the mistake, like, that was probably the biggest mistake there. I'm under in terms of combo. And that's another reason why Classic Flash is way better than Girl of Steel in this situation. Because Girl of Steel gives you a 400% damage buff versus Classic Flash's 600. But also, Classic Flash gives you guaranteed fast attack hit and extra fast attack hits. So he's just way better for Orm, because Orm needs combo to keep up his Gemstone stacks. But, you know, it is what it is. And finally, I actually have 5 gemstone stacks and can start doing damage like a minute and a half into the fight. If I hadn't lost gemstone earlier and I could have gotten to the gameplay loop with like 2 minutes left, maybe I could have one-shotted here, so a lot of this is my fault. Again, some of it is just bad gameplay and some of it is, oh, come on. I really cannot stand the RNG mechanics in this game, and I'm doing the voiceover on Monday. These are Sunday's fights, I think. And let me tell you, man, oh my goodness, the RNG today, so bad. It was awful. You will probably be seeing the video tomorrow, but oh, it's such a feels bad, man. Because the math in this game is so dumb. My biggest problem, I think, is the way that the resistances are different. And it's like, you know, in Injustice 1, you can max augment your character to have 50% crit chance, and then you could put gears on to get to 100 to guarantee you would crit. In this game, nah, you can have a max 75% crit chance and still not crit, because, oh, guess what? You're just unlucky. It's not even your fault. And I think that's one of the worst things that a game can do, is punish the player for something that is not their fault. To punish them just because they're unlucky. I think a good example of resistance is dot. Because I'm pretty sure dot is just, well, the higher your dot resistance, the less dot damage you take. But with stun resistance, it's the higher the stun resistance, you have a chance of not being stunned, but you can still get stunned. So, like, you know, just don't get unlucky, bro. I've mentioned trying to make my own TC game. Well, not trying, but, like, I have a concept for it, and I don't know if anyone's interested. I guess they can contact me. I'm gonna probably make a video about it over winter break, but one of the things I really want to do is put the control in the player's hands, and essentially, instead of 75% stun resistance, you have a 75% chance to not get stunned. Also, armor pierce is so annoying, dude. Because the armor pierce goes through blocks. So what's the point? Why are you punishing me for doing nothing wrong? In that case, I do something wrong. I just hit the opponent too much. I should have blocked there. But still, armor pierce goes through block. You can anticipate a special, block it, and you'll still get armor pierce. Batman Ninja Catwoman is the same thing. You can still get blinded for blocking the special. And then you have, like, and then you just have the frame delay. Because the way that the game works, it's all about frames. But there's always some kind of stagger and some kind of delay on the special. And it's just so annoying. But I believe I have Gemstone on Zatanna, yep. And I have Twin Blade on Constantine. I've heard that the Justice League Dark team with this setup and Gemstone can one-shot. Don't know how true that is. Again, bad tag in, a little bit of an input delay, and she immediately transitions into a block. This game, man. Again, I have said it before, but this is what happens when you give people who have only ever gotten participation awards in life jobs. Maybe I'm not the most qualified person to say that, but it's like some of this stuff just shouldn't be happening, man. Like, it doesn't take a gameplay developer to know that some stuff just doesn't logically make sense. It's like, anyway, partial rant. But back to my game concept. I would have it so if you get stunned, you're just stunned, but you take 75% less damage when you're stunned. Like, it's a guaranteed stun, but you have a, like, shield against it. Because in that way, it's no longer, oh, 75% stun resistance, just hope you don't get unlucky. And now it's, well, I know that I'm fighting a boss that is probably going to stun me a lot, but if I build some stun resistance, I can anticipate taking a hit while I'm stunned. But I don't know, maybe someone smarter can let me know what they think of that idea. I'm just not a big fan of, well, you know, chance. I think crit chance and crit resistance, I just think crit resistance should be a damage reduction, a flat one. Because, I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of having crit chance and then having some kind of resistance to the chance mechanic. I just think it's overbearing. I just don't like chance in games, really. I mean, this is a gacha game, so what do you expect? But when it comes to actual gameplay, I just don't think that, oh, you know, you can get very lucky or very unlucky and you have no say in the matter. Oh, well. I just don't think that's a good gameplay mechanic. Also, 50% chance to refund power for Beast Boy specials. I checked. No refund, and I lose Puppet right before I get to the special 3. Dr. Fate is here for power reduction. Zatanna's annoying because she forces tag outs, and I just wanted to play Gemstone Beast Boy because, again, Puppet Beast Boy would have been way better here. But again, I'm doing the challenge where Gemstone is a requirement. Actually, you want to know what would be cool? Let's add Hawkgirl to the game, and let's make her disable the forced tag out mechanic. I think that would be fun. Because, like, I don't really know, man. I just think the forced tag out mechanic just isn't really fun. Maybe that's just me. I am, again, not the best player in the world of the game. I think I tried to... Oh, I was trying to do a special there, but then I'm like, oh, Darkness is about to run out. And I get a power refund. And I get another power refund, and that's nice. And then I immediately lose Puppet, because that's fun. And then I get forced tagged out. And then Zatanna starts chaining some specials. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have been messing around a lot in Taste of Evil. Actually, I do get a lot of power refunds. It's pretty decent. I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm just not getting them when I need them. And amazing, I lose Puppet just when I need not to. Oh, not. Hey, yeah, is it Puppet? Do I? Yes, I have Puppet on Raven. That's why. And I was like, oh, I'll blind her. Also, I can't stand Zatanna, like, fighting her. Because, I don't know, there's some kind of frame thing with her. And whenever she does the jump attack, I'm just staggered for 15 seconds, dude. Like, come on. And I am spamming Puppet as much as possible. And yeah, I mean, like, Gemstone Beast Boy doesn't really work too well unless you've got, like, Killer Frost to freeze the opponent and Grodd for power generation. Why didn't I use Grodd? Oh, I used Grodd with Orm. That's why I'm like, why isn't Grodd here? And, of course, I get hit once. Doesn't matter how fast my reaction time is. The AI has priority. Also, I cannot stand Raven's playset because every time that she gets hit with a swipe attack, she gets pushed back and away from the enemy. And she's got no reach. And so I'm like, all right, well, I'm just going to use League of Anarchy. I can't stand it. I hate this, man. I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's just me, but I think Taste of Evil is, like, unbearably annoying. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But, like, Tier 1 isn't too bad. Tier 2 has the Teen Titans, and they're all annoying in one way or another. Tier 3 has Shazam, and we got Collector. Black Adam's not too bad. Aquaman's fun to beat up. Green Lantern's just been causing me a bunch of emotional turmoil. And Tier 4 isn't too bad. Classic Wonder Woman's probably the most annoying boss there. Zatanna can be annoying. It's like, she's really only annoying because I'm not playing a proper team. Because, revolutionary idea. I want to have fun. And I don't want to play the same team over and over again. And, judging from my experience today, also, yeah, Tier 5 is the stuff of nightmares, dude. Why is everyone so annoying in Tier 5? And you can see that, like, I was tapping as soon as that animation ended, and it took, like, 2 seconds for anything to register. Fix it. You wonder why your game is dead. It's because you don't have any brain cells. This game is as alive as the developers are. I don't know, man. It just sucks. And it's like, you know, why do you play this game? You have 7 one-shot teams. You have all the characters in the, like, team. Why don't you just, like, you know, do something else? And I'm just like, my other options are Dark Legion and Worlds Collide. Yeah, no pop. No one cares. Like, this is as close as I'm getting to actually something decent. This is like one half of a decent mobile game for DC. If we ignore the fact that it's more of a fighting game than an actually DC game, if we ignore all of the horrible programming like this, why would you program a character to do the same thing over and over again? Why is the back off into a jump attack what half the characters start every fight with? And it's not that bad. Like, it's not the end of the world. You can just back off and you can bait them. But it's like, I'm sorry, I want to hit you. Stop backing off. And this man's even worse. Backs off, jump attack, special. Like, he's terrible. He's awful.
It's the right time to rock you up.
You know, hey Barry, maybe if you moved like this to actually catch your villains instead of being horny for Irish, you wouldn't have gotten your ass kicked the entire show. Maybe it wouldn't have to have lasted 9 seasons. 9 of the things.
It's the right time to rock you up.
Anyway, so Killer Frost dies. I sacrifice her. And I just really want to play Peacemaker Black Adam. It's just quite fun. I actually like Peacemaker a lot. I lose Gemstone there, but I'm more focused on getting the super move for Black Adam for the, I think it's like armor pierce damage or something like that. And, yeah, I just start pushing Flash back to the corner with Peacemaker, Killer Frost to freeze him. This team is fun. I really do like Black Adam, and with the Peacemaker stacks, he does get a pretty hefty damage boost. The only problem is, A, it takes forever for the Peacemaker stacks to actually happen. My Peacemaker's 4 stars. If he's on stale for the Black Friday sale, I'll try to star him up so we can play with him and, you know, maybe make him useful and have some fun with him. But the other big problem is Gemstone lasts so much shorter of a duration than... And, of course, he manages to hit me into a special, because that's fun. And, yeah, no, that's fair, that's fair. You know, I feel like if we just added a little bit of a longer cooldown to the characters, I think that would be fair. I don't know, I just don't like them spamming specials, like, so quickly like that. And Grant Gustin, like, Multiverse the Flash, no chill. And I push him back into the corner, because I'm just annoyed. Because my problem is, if I give up the permanent freeze, Peacemaker's dead. I have no gears for him. But I need to super move, because I'm pretty sure I get some buff from it. But at the same time, the Gemstone stacks last way shorter of a duration. But then, the Peacemaker stacks don't go away, like, they don't restack until they, like, finish their duration. So, I do think that this team can one-shot. It's just Grant Gustin, and this Flash specifically, is a menace and has no chill. Bro's on velocity 9. Yeah, so as you can tell, this Gemstone challenge is completely... It's very fun, and I have not lost any of my sanity. I would never... I am a normal person. I am a healthy college student who can balance life and the channel and my personal Help. This game, man. But I also forget I don't have any passive stats here. I realized that at the end of the fight. I'm not gonna lie. But actually the bigger problem is, where do the passive stats even go? Because Batwoman the Drown kind of needs God Killer to make the fight even convenient in the first place. Robin King needs Puppet, and Batman Who Laughs, well, I said that I needed to have Gemstone on everyone, so... Due to the requirements of the challenge, well, yeah. Oh, I should mention, when it comes to Peacemaker, I know Puppet is safer than Gemstone, because you can blind the enemy and, like, guarantee unblockable specials. But also, I just don't think Puppet is anywhere near as strong as Gemstone is, especially considering Twin Blade and the synergy incoming damage has. Yeah, I think I've forgotten to actually talk about some of the teams, because I've just been ranting about my struggles with this game. I mean, I guess I'll cycle back to the Flash movie. It was definitely a fun watch with my friends. It's actually really cool though, because you know, Dr. Fate's annoying, and Batman Who Laughs is cringe in real life and in the game. So I'm just gonna talk about my friends. It's actually funny because I met one of them because I was in the same major as him, and I met his friend because I was in a class with him at the same time, and so they're both DC people. They're both comic book nerds, and they're both in my major. So we just became friends. And then, they live in a suite with two others, and one of them is also a comic book nerd. And so it was the four of us, and we were just clowning on how bad the movie was. We're like, bro, why do the fight scenes look animated? Oh, guys, it's Ezra Miller. Oh, no. Run for your lives. I can't believe the CGI is this bad. What is this suit? Yeah. But I don't know, man. I got real lucky. I met friends who have the right opinions, as in DC over Marvel. That seems to be the hot take. Most people like Marvel more than DC. But that's just because the last 10 years have been Snyderverse movies and DC flop after DC flop after DC flop, and Marvel's just been thriving. But as someone who grew up with like Justice League, playing the Injustice Mobile like 1 game, I don't know, all the DC characters have just been more interesting to me. I feel nothing for any of the Marvel characters. And at this point, I'm like, wait, 11 million? That's really low. I think I spent too much time messing around with Batman Who Laughs. And then I realized, oh, wait, no passive stats. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another one.